Hey guys, want to do a quick update on my Monster Beetle. This is the 2015 edition. When I was driving this a couple of times, I did hear some clicking noise, and I did notice with the suspension, I just went ahead and made this adjustment. But what Tamiya wants you to do is, as you're working on this, see if I can get this in here. They have these two black O-rings here that they want you to insert right in here. And that's just so that there's a little bit of cushioning when these actually go in. But what I've noticed is that when I have two of these in there, I only have one in there now. When I actually hit something and it dampens up, it was actually hitting on here and it was turning the gears each and every time that I would hit a bump. So every time I hit a bump, it would hit here and this would actually turn here, and it would also turn on the other side, which was causing some stripping in it when I was going over little small bumps. So what I did was I went ahead and I removed one from each side. So instead of there being two in there, there's just one. So now that you see on the suspension, that doesn't move at all on either side. Whereas before, when I had two in there, like I said, when the suspension hit up, every time it went up, this would turn left or right. And it's just putting unnecessary strain on the gearbox. So I recommend that when you guys put this together, to not put the two rings in there, just put one in each side and just save the extra black O-rings for something else. Also, when I put this together, I can't recall the instructions stating it, but go ahead and put just a little bit of blue Loctite on these drive shafts when you assemble them together, because my pin came loose twice actually in here. And the pin came loose so much that it actually, as you can see right there, it kind of wore into the plastic of this. The pin actually popped out. And as I was still driving, the pin came out and it was turning and ripping into this. So go ahead and put some Loctite on there. The instructions really don't call for it, but that's something that's kind of basic RC 101 that anybody should do. But I just didn't put it on there because I figured it doesn't have a lot of power going through it, even with the 540 motor. So that's just quick updates with this. The biggest thing always with these cars with the transmission, they did improve the drive shaft, so it no longer has the old school ones with the little 5 stars, and it does have dog bones and a CVD actually in here, which is great. But I do, like I said, recommend, I can't stress enough, do not put two O-rings in there. One will be fine on each side, so that when this dampers, you see how that's actually going all the way in. Before, it would hit here and then it would move up and turn this. So anyway, I hope that Thorpe or MIP or somebody, Proline, releases a better differential for this, because I think that would be excellent. I think they get a lot of sales on this, because I believe Tamiya will also re-release the Blackfoot as well, because in this kit came with a lot of extra stuff. Shocks for the Blackfoot, for instance, it had the black coil shocks, not the oil-filled ones, but it also had those in there. And I do recommend, I know that someone else had spoke about it as well, putting some different shock oil in there, because these don't really absorb a lot and they don't really spring back. Or what you could do is what I used to do back in the 80s was take these springs and actually stretch them out a little bit more so they have a little bit more tension, instead of trying to buy new springs for it. That's where you can kind of keep it in its original form. Anyway, it will work, putting some more shock oil in there and also stretching those out. But you see, I'm getting a better reaction already for my suspension just from doing that little minor improvement there. So stay tuned for more stuff as I work through this a little bit more. I am thinking about getting the Frog gears for here, because the Frog has interchangeable gears where you can actually gear it up a little bit. I'm still debating on that, because I'm seeing if I'm going to still use this motor. I think this motor is about gone anyway, but I do plan on maybe putting a very mild 3000 kV, maybe 2800 kV brushless system in here, but that still has yet to be seen. So I kind of like it like it is. But anyway, just wanted to tell you guys about that real quick. As always, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe, and put any comments below. Thanks.